Hey, George Lawson here with MovalHomes.com, bringing you another real estate tip, talking with you today about affordability, interest rates, and purchase power in today's real estate market. You know, consistently I'm asked, when is the bottom going to hit? I mean, why not wait 6, 8, or 12 months? Wait for the prices to drop even further. What happens if 6 months from now this $250,000 house is $230,000? I would have lost $20,000. Well, let me do a little demonstration for you, and I think you'll see why I think today is still a very good time to buy. Let me ask you, what is the one primary factor that drives today's real estate market? It's affordability. I mean, most people would rather own a home than rent. Not universally, mind you, but most of the time people would rather pay off their own mortgage than a landlord's, right? Here's a house, it suits your needs, it's $12.50 a month, you can either rent it or own it. And for most people, the American dream is still home ownership. So most people want to own a home. What holds them back is affordability. They think they can't afford it. See, when people shop, they not only look at the price and the pre-approval amount, but also at the monthly payments. Can I afford this house? They're looking for a monthly amount they can fit into their budget. Most people, when shopping for a home, simply want to know, George, how much a month to buy this house? For example, here's a $250,000 house on the market today. Let's say you were pre-approved for a $250,000 loan at, say, 4.5%. Well, on a 30-year amortized loan, you would have monthly payments of around $1,266 a month. That's principal and interest. Now, I might even be pre-approved for a $350,000 loan, but with payments of, say, $1,700 or $1,800 a month, I may not be able to afford it. So I need to stay in my affordability range. $1,250 or $1,270, and that gives me a purchase price or purchase power of $250,000. So that's what I'm going to go out and shop for. Again, interest rates are currently at historic lows. It's been decades since they've been this low. But look at what happens to this purchase if interest rates go up again by just 1 point. Instead of your payment being $1,266, it's going to jump to $1,420, again principal and interest. So here's the deal. Which one would you want to pay? Now your numbers might be different. It might be a little more, a little less, but your principal still holds true. A single point increase means you can't afford a $250,000 house any longer. In fact, to keep your payments at $1,260, you could only afford a $222,000 home. You'd lose about $28,000 in purchase power if the interest rates go up just 1%. So say prices do continue to drop, and 6 months from now that $250,000 house is $230,000. But see how if interest rates also go up by just a percentage point, you may no longer be able to afford the now $230,000 home. But you know, there's another affordability thing to consider with interest rates. And it's not just the monthly payment you need to look at, it's also about how much you end up paying for your house in the long run. So you really don't buy the house for $250,000. If you keep this house for the entire 30 years, you're going to pay quite a bit more than $250,000. Remember, you're paying principal plus interest. And that payment of $1,266 or $1,420, depending on your interest rate, means that over 30 years that interest is going to start stacking up. Just in interest payments alone, you're going to pay over $200,000 on top of the $250,000 purchase price. But for the exact same house, at the exact same price, if the interest adjusts just 1 point, you'd end up paying nearly $55,000 more in interest. Even if the prices again stay the same, they don't go up or down. If the interest goes up just 1 percentage point, you're going to pay $55,000 more for your house just in interest. Now, the reason I think this is so important is we need to realize that what I paid for a house and what I pay for a house are two different things. You might buy a house for $250,000, but at the end of that loan, you're going to pay that $250,000 plus another $206,000 or $261,000 in interest. So that $250,000 house just became a $450,000 or $500,000 house over the term of the loan. And saving $55,000 is a lot of money. Again, low interest rates are one of the only things keeping our market alive right now, but they are far from guaranteed to stay this low much longer. So if you're buying a home anytime soon, now is a great time to buy, when the interest rates give you your greatest purchasing power. And even if you're considering selling your home, maybe now is the time to put it on the market, when your prospective buyers can afford it most. Again, I'm George Lawson. This has been another real estate tip. You can check out all of our tips by visiting our website at movalhomes.com/videos, or just send me an email to tips@movalhomes.com, and you'll automatically be notified when more tips are added. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.